Alec, another good home performance. You must be very pleased at that.
Yeah, I'm delighted. I thought we were the dominant team in the game. I thought they did a wee spell, probably second half, with a couple of opportunities, a wee bit of pressure. But we, in terms of chances, you know, Stevie made another 2-1-1s, other than the goal that he did score. We've came away and we scored another 2 goals and kept the clean sheet.
Yeah, the first goal was really well taken with Stevie. I mean, I don't think anybody really knew where a goal was going to come from, but he's the kind of guy that can just do that.
Yeah, he dropped into that area 3 or 4 times just previous to that, and had a few shots, one went over the bar, and I think the keeper got one right in his arms. And he's a real threat, you know, if he gets the ball in that sort of area, they've got to squeeze him, and they didn't, they gave him that wee bit of space, and with the quality he's got, he punished him.
So 23 goals this season, that's a fantastic return for a lone player.
Yeah, he's great. He's been absolutely excellent. Like I said before, he's at first division level, he'll score goals. And he's been our talisman this year, and long may it continue.
John McShane had to come out of the game early. What was the position with John?
Big John just felt his hamstring. I think he went out for a ball with Simon early doors in the game and sort of came down awkwardly. He just signalled to the side, so I gave him 5 minutes to see if he could run it off, but that wasn't to be. So I brought young Andy Ryan on. We got to talk with Stevie Way, and he done okay. Chucky, you know, he got about the place, and really pleased that he got his goal later on.
Yeah, it was a good finish, rifled into the bottom.
Yeah, great, particularly with his right foot, which is unusual for him. You know, he likes to go on his favoured left, but no, he took it great. I think Stevie May done some great work down the side and retrieving the ball and squared it to him, and Chucky's managed to drive it low into the bottom corner.
Were you concerned in the second half, while it was still 1-0, that Rovers were having an awful lot of the ball and creating some chances for Brian Graham in particular?
Yeah, I think they're always going to be. Do you know what I mean? 1-0 was never a good scoreline. You need that second goal to sort of kill the game off. So yeah, they got some possession in terms of in their final third and putting the balls into the box, but to be honest, I thought we defended great. I thought the 2 centre backs were terrific in there. Young Stephen Henry at left back done really well. Ziggy Gordon has been excellent all season for us, really reliable, and that's what their job is. You know, you're not going to dominate 90 minutes in a full game every game, and the guys at the back have got to do their job under pressure, and they did that.
It's been quite a change in fortunes, shall we say, since you took over this interim management job with Frankie McAvoy. What do you think the key to success has been?
It's hard to say. You know, what we've tried to do is instill belief in the players and their own ability, and how we're going to try and approach the game and try and win the game. And they've just bought into it, to be honest. You know, it's the players that have went and done it. All we can do is try and give them that wee bit of belief about themselves. I think if you look at say Ali Crawford's performances of late, and Grant Gillespie as well, who was excellent, even Mikey Devlin came into the team, you know, it's probably the sort of younger player that affects more, because older lads have sort of been there and seen it and done it before, and everybody's bought into what we're trying to do, and that's the most pleasing thing, and I think that showed on the pitch.
What's Frankie's role in this? I mean, is it very much a joint thing between the two of you, or are you the guy that's picking the team and making big decisions and he's doing the coaching, or how does it work?
No, it's very much joint. You know, I'll make the final decision in terms of the team and stuff, but Frankie's sort of my right hand guy. You know, anything that I've got to discuss, I'll bounce off of Frankie and get his opinions on stuff, and no, it's very much a team thing. We're in it together, and he's been a terrific help to me since I've sort of even done the 17s last year. You know, I've learnt a huge amount off him in terms of coaching. He's a great coach, and he adds so much with the first team and the youth, and the amount of work he does at this place is incredible. So I've got to give him a lot of credit.
So this really good run, is it whetting your appetite for further on in your career when management might become something you want to do full time?
Yeah, I don't think that's ever been sort of doubt. You know, I've never hidden the fact that I'd like to go into management, or certainly coaching anyway, sometime in the future. So yeah, it's given me a wee taster, and to be honest, it's everyone I expected it to be.
Just wait till you lose 3-0.
Yeah, well, that's another story. You know, I'm used to people shouting at me, so that's not really a problem. But no, I've really enjoyed it, and I know obviously it's not always going to be plain sailing like it is at the moment. But no, I'm happy to be under pressure. You know, I'm happy for people to sort of criticise my decisions, if you like, and sort of put myself out there. I think I did that as a player. I sort of continue to try and do that as a player. And that's what you're in football for. You know, it's the thrill of the game, and competing and going and trying your best for your club.
I don't know if you saw it, but there was some fantastic photographs of yourself and Frankie and Danny after Eamon Brophy scored against Airdrie. Did you see just the joy in your faces? Encapsulated what it's all about.
Eamon was a young kid that I've been working with in the last year and a half, the 17s, and then I went to the 20s. And he's a terrific talent, you know, he's got great ability and stuff, and I just thought I'd give him a wee chance and an opportunity, and he popped up with a goal, and it made me so happy for him. You know, I was delighted for him. I think Frankie's the same, you know, he knows him as well for the last year and a half, and and it was great fun. It's great to see the young kids coming through and
Absolutely.
showing what they've got.
Of course it is. And next week, down to Capello, they cannot now win the league. Thistle have done that, so it's a good place for Accies. Is that a game you think we can do something good at?
I think we can do something good in every game, to be honest. Every game we play, we'll go and attack and we'll try and win the game, and next week will be no different.
Okay, finally, there was one outfield player today wearing gloves.
Okay.
It was Simon Mensing.
Right.
Is that something you're going to mention to him later?
No, well, I still chat to Simon. He's with our team for a number of years. I didn't even notice, to be honest with
He
you.
wasn't the only outfield player.
Which is unlike him as well, because he's a big beast there, boy. You know, he's just wearing the knee gloves to keep him warm.
I think maybe you should mention.
I'll give him a wee text later on and see what he's saying.
Alright, that's good.
Alright,
Thanks very much.
Cheers, Paul. Alright.
Okay, cheers, Alex.
guys.
Thanks.